Hello guys, today I have brought you another lesson in Flutter. Today I will be teaching you all about the drop-down button in Flutter. It's another type of button in Flutter. Let's get started. First of all, I have to say that a drop-down button is a button that is placed as an overlay in the screen and which has some items, multiple items which can be clicked and do different functions inside our application. That's what a drop-down button does in Flutter. Alright, let's first make a Dart file by going to the lib. You go to lib and say new and we choose Dart file. Let's give it a name as drop. Alright, we have made a Dart file. Now let's have the live template installed in our Dart file. The live template that we made in the first lesson in Flutter will be used for this application as well. Now let's change our code a little bit. First of all, let's remove the container and have a column instead of it. The column will have some children. First, let's give it a padding. Padding will be edge insets. Padding will be padding and edge insets all edge insets dot all 35.0. Now, we'll change our edge insets dot all to 10 for this example, and let's place a child. Let's place a container as a child in our application. Now let's give a padding for our container as well. We say padding and edge insets dot all 5.0. And now let's give it a box decoration. We'll say decoration and inside box decoration, and the color will be colors dot blue, and the border we can give it a border as well. So the border will be border dot all. Now we've made our container inside a column. Now let's get started with the drop down button. First of all, we'll give it a child as drop down button hide underline, and inside it we'll give another child named drop down button. Now let's make a simple class in our application. Class list item, and inside we'll say int value and string name, and we will say list item this dot value this dot name as a constructor. Now let's go up to the class state, and inside it we'll say list. We'll make a list of our list item and name it as dropdown item, and we'll assign it to our list. First of all, let's have one list item. Its value will be 1 and the name will be Kulesh. And let's have another list item which value will be 2 and the name will be Madhurinder. And let's have another list item with the value 3 and name it as Alex. Now we have made a list of list items and have 3 examples inside it. Now let's make another list. First of all, let's correct this mistake. Now we say list drop down menu item and place the list item inside it, and we'll have our drop down item assigned to it. Now let's copy this and paste it, and we'll say build list drop down items, and inside we'll give it a list of list items. Now we'll copy this code from here and paste it, and we'll say items equals list, and next we'll have a for loop, enhanced for loop for our list item. As list item in list items. What we have done so far is making a method out of the drop down menu item list and having a for loop, an enhanced for loop made to iterate the list item inside our items list. Now let's have the items list and add some values to it. We'll copy this and paste it here, and inside we'll say child text, and inside we'll say list item dot name, and we'll give it a value as list item. Now that our method is made, let's give it a return value. we say return items. Now we'll change this to drop down menu item. That was a mistake I made. Now we'll make a list item named items selected, and after that we'll have our init state made. The init state is used to give properties to our application when the application starts. It will work when the application starts. So we say void init state and have our init state. Now let's complete the init state. We have to say super.init state, and after that we'll assign our drop down menu item to build list drop down items, and inside we'll give it drop down item. Now we'll have our item selected list item assigned to drop down menu item index 1 and its value. All our methods are finished. Now it's time to decorate our drop down button. Now inside the drop down button we'll have a value as items selected, the one we created earlier inside our application, and next we'll give it a items. The items will be drop down menu item which we created earlier on. Now that our application has been built, it's time to run it on our mobile device. Now we say run dropdown, and we'll stay till this builds up, and I'll see you after this application builds up in my phone. Alright, before I run this application, I forgot to give it a onChange function. This can be given to this drop down button so that when we change our button, different functionalities will be invoked when we provide the onChange action. So for the onChange action we'll give it a value and we'll say set state, and inside we'll assign the items selected to our value. Now our application is complete. It's time to run it and see our output. Now we run our application by pressing run. Now our application is running perfectly. When you click it, you get a drop down and it has Kulesh, Madhurinda and Alex. If you want to select Alex, you can press Alex and it becomes selected. If you want to select Kulesh, you can select Kulesh. Likewise, this application is working perfectly well. Now I have taught you another button in Flutter. I will come back with a lesson about another button in the next video. So till then, bye guys, and please take care.